Hello friends, welcome back in this session. So in this session we are going to understand EC2 Hibernate, what is EC2 Hibernate and how we can configure EC2 Hibernate, that we can go through in this session, and we will also going to launch an instance with the EC2 Hibernate configuration. So what is EC2 Hibernate? Let's try to understand. So EC2 Hibernate, basically what we learned till time the EC2 instance can be stop or the terminate. So stop instance will be basically keep the data on the disk data EBS, and it will start the next with that state. Terminate, basically it will destroy your EBS volume, and that's a root volume device. It will terminate, and it will completely remove your configuration. Basically start process, what we understand, it will basically boot your system and it will run your bootstrap script. Post that it will start your application. So this is basically process of the termination. And here in the EC2 Hibernate, what exactly EC2 Hibernate is to so this is the in-memory state gets preserved. So how it save the in-memory state is preserving, so it will save your RAM data into the EBS volume. So this is the so once your in-memory RAM data gets stored in the EBS volume, this will save your lots of time of the booting. So this will make your boot faster. So in this case you require the EBS volume to be encrypted. That's a must. That's a state is the must be encrypted. So when you do your Hibernate of EC2 instance, the operating system is told to perform hibernation. That's the case, basically suspend to your disk. So hibernation will save your content from instance RAM memory to your Amazon EBS root volume, which we persist the instance Amazon EBS root volume, and with your attached Amazon EBS attached data volume. So this will basically, so Hibernate is best used for the long running processes, which basically save your RAM state, and is used for the very long running processes. That's really used for. Okay, so Hibernate having the quick information that are important in exam. Also, let's have a very quick recap which are important points for the Hibernate before moving to the console. So that service take basically is used for the service take long time to initialize. It support to C, M, and R instance. Instance RAM size must be less than 150 GB. AMI can be used with the Amazon Linux 2, Ubuntu, Windows. Root volume must be encrypted, available for the on-demand and reserve instance. So this is the key point here. It won't be available for the all type of instance. Hibernate period is max 60 days. So this is again a key point. That's what could be the max Hibernate period. So this is the points which are important to understand the Hibernate process. Let's move for the Hibernate with the console, how we can configure Hibernate. So here in console I'm going to launch instance here. So I'm taking the Amazon Linux 2. So T2 micro won't be available, so we have to go for the C3 or M5. So let's go for the M5. That's configuration. We need one instance. So we didn't get the configuration for your Hibernate here. It should be comes here. Let's go back and change our instance type. So I'm taking the M5. Yes. So here you will finding the stop Hibernate behavior. See, so here you have to enable for the Hibernate option once you choose the valid instance type. So let's move, let's add the configuration. Here you have to use the encrypted volume. Let's make the encryption. Let's add the size here, 25 GB. Let's move. So let me take the my default one. Okay, and launch the instance. Okay, I'm taking the my default keys. I'm getting the launch instance. So this instance get launched here. So we'll wait for while. So my instance is running state. Let's connect this instance. I want to connect through the SSH. This EC2 is user, and here we have connected with our instance. Okay, so we have connected instance. Let's taking the sudo user access, and let's see the uptime for this instance. So here you can see the uptime is less than 1 minute. So just now it's gets up, and here you can do your access or just doing the ls. You can use your ping command. So this is also working. Let me clear here and let's check the uptime here. So here is uptime is 0. Let's again go back to the console, and here I'm just doing the stopping the instance with the option of Hibernate. So you found the stop Hibernate option. So I'm just doing the stop Hibernate. Yes, stop Hibernate. Okay, so since it's just starting booted, so let's wait while. So it will take a few minutes. So let's attempt now. Going for instance and stop Hibernate. Let me do the Hibernate. Okay, so this my instance got Hibernate and it's stopping here. Let's wait for a while. So my instance got stopped. Let me go and start again. So I'm just starting this instance. Let's take a while. It will take a while. So my instance are up. Let me connect my instance through web console. So here I have connected my instance. Let me take sudo permission, and let's see the uptime for this instance. So here have the 3 minutes. So we have did the process of the stopping instance, and again we have started, but it will take the whole minutes as a uptime. So this is the Hibernate where it's preserve its state in the EBS from the RAM. So it won't give the your total downtime. So it will take full calculation of your uptime. So this is how we can configure your Hibernate and we can use for the long running processes.